Hey everybody, and welcome back to Generation X Nation. This is going to be once again a real quick recap on Basketball Wives. I usually do shorts on Basketball Wives because there's nothing to see there for me. But this week I did want to go a little bit into some of the incidents that took place, so it's probably going to be more than a 2 or 3 minute video that I do on the shorts. Again, welcome back. First things first. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has liked, and left a comment. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my commentary. Let me know what you think what I'm saying is correct or not. I just read people a little differently. So my channel basically is I do my commentary weekly based on what I see on the channel on the screen. So one week I like you, one week I may not like you. This week it was a little more going on than the regular arguing and fighting on Basketball Wives, so I decided to come out and do a quick video. And I'm gonna try to make this video under 10 minutes because again, it's not a lot going on. So other than the regular arguing, that's really all they do is argue back and forth, and it's all circled around Jen and a little bit of Brandy in the mix. But it's Jen. The whole season has been about Jen and her husband. And I'm not understanding that. And that's why I keep saying, if Jen is happy, why is that y'all problem? Y'all not laying up next to Jen. But I digress. Let's get started. The show starts with a knock on the door comes in. Everybody think it's Jen. Turns out to be Shawnee. Of course, Miss Shawnee has to show her face in the place. She sits down on the couch. Everybody brings her up to speed. Now, what I did notice by sitting there, Jackie Christie's daughter, Chantel, as she calls Shanti, Shawnee was not happy with nothing that was going on. So you got a house full of old school women who want to be bitter and argue and fight over stupid stuff. And the younger girls like Brittany, Chantel, and the new lady that's married to one of the Mello brothers, I can't remember her name. They're sitting there like, this is BS. I just came here to have some fun. It's supposed to be a birthday party. And they're looking at these old women still arguing about stupid stuff. Y'all supposed to be setting the example for this new generation of, quote, basketball wives that's coming up. And they seem to be behaving better than you guys. Now, Chantel, Jackie's daughter, she just said it out. Hey, Brandy, I didn't appreciate what you did. You cussed us out 1 minute, then you want to apologize. Y'all wake up the next day like nothing happened. This is all fake. I don't like it. She just calling them the way she see it. But one thing I caught with Chantel is she's just like her mother. She is exactly like Jackie Christie. I don't even think she realized it. And that may be why they have a beef in their relationship, because they are two of the same person. They are two of the same people. They are the exact same people. Chantel is just like her mother. The only thing different is she looks like Doug. That's it. Other than that, she has the behavior, the characteristics, the traits of Jackie Christie all day. And Evelyn them sitting around saying they like Shanti. She's different from Jackie. Wonder what was it like Jackie raising her, or Jackie trying to make up time for not being around. Whatever the case may be, that girl still acts like like Jackie Christie. I'm sorry. So again, the whole conversation centered around Jennifer's wedding. Then after that, Brandy did apologize and said, hey, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have invited them, whatever. Shawnee said that Jennifer had invited her to their wedding in Paris, and I guess Shawnee decided she wasn't going to that wedding. So I thought that was a little weird, So I said, well, why didn't Shawnee go to Jen's wedding? I thought they was cool, but apparently they not so much cool. Now, I know for sure, and we've all seen, Shawnee and Evelyn are ride or dies. Shawnee don't care how wrong Evelyn is. She gonna figure out a way to make Evelyn right and be friends with Evelyn. That is her girl. I believe Evelyn know all her secrets and knows where all the bones are buried. And I believe Shawnee knows all Evelyn's secrets and knows where all the bones are buried. And them two combined did a lot of dirt together back in the day running the streets of Miami. And I think that's why they so cool. Fast forward, let's get to the wedding. The wedding happens, and again, everybody shows up in black. Now, unless Jen sent out a memo to show up in black, I don't understand why Brandy, Ty, and Jackie were black to a wedding. Was there given some type of symbolism, like, hey, they mourning this wedding or something? It's a a bad omen. But don't show up to nobody's wedding in black unless they tell you to. That's, to me, is just reception, yeah, but a wedding, it should be more of a festive type color, okay, or a lighter color. Just my opinion. Now, Evelyn did tell Jackie if that auntie is there. For all you guys that don't know, Christian has an aunt who ride or dies for him and been all over Instagram reading Evelyn for filth. She said, if that auntie is there, would you tell her to leave me alone? So Jackie met the auntie, sent the message. The auntie response back to Jackie was, look at here, look at here. Oh, and I'm sorry, Ming Lee was also at the wedding. You tell Evelyn to worry about her kitty cat. She need to go see a specialist, a doctor, a kitty cat doctor. That's what she said. I'm not going to say the words, but that's what she said. I'm like, damn, that's kind of messed up. What you know about Evelyn kitty cat we don't know about. But I digress. Ming Lee acknowledged she know this lady. This is a nice lady. I don't understand why Evelyn having a problem with her. I've never seen this side of her. Evelyn may have a history of bringing out the worst in people. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm just going to say Chad, and we'll leave it at that. She seemed to have a history of bringing out the worst in people. Because every time somebody comes on that show, the person they fight with usually is Evelyn. Tammy Rowland fought with her. The young lady, I forget her name, that was the football player, the African lady, fought with her. Evelyn was always the center of all the fights and instigations on that show. So it wouldn't surprise me if she brought the worst out of that lady. Because if I know her to be a nice lady and all of a sudden she on Instagram going back and forth, maybe the lady just tired of her messing with her nephew. Christian came forth and spoke to them and said, look here, this is my life. This is my wife. We're happy. We're in love. I'm done with all the BS. He gave them a stern warning. I think they all accepted that. The wedding went off without a hitch after that. Jen seemed happy. Chris seemed happy. Everybody was happy. Jackie goes back to the house. Mean, Brandy, and Ty, they give them a little update on the wedding. Let them know what the auntie said about Evelyn. And Evelyn, she need to be worried about Jen and not me. Jen was the one with the allegedly some type of infection. I don't want to be putting people's business out there because there are things called HIPAA laws. And I just felt like for you to disclose that Jen had this infection or whatever it is she had, seemed like it violates some type of HIPAA law, Evelyn. I don't know. I don't think you should have said that. You could have said maybe Jen needs to go to an OBGYN or get checked out, considering she might have had or did something. Because people have gotten allegedly sued for allegedly accusing people of having allegedly certain types of medical issues going on with them. So I felt that was wrong for you to say that, Evelyn. Once again, the girls had a wonderful time out there doing flamethrowers and wrecking cars and banging up stuff, got some frustration and some aggression out. And I thought that was pretty nice of them. Evelyn felt like her birthday didn't go as well as she wanted it to. And I think because she felt the focus was on Jen, but you put the focus on Jen. First of all, you shouldn't have never had the birthday party the same weekend or the same day as Jen's wedding, because it was like a competition, because now the girls got to split between where they want to go to. I felt that was a little childish, but hey, that's how the producers wanted it, or whoever created that storyline. You shouldn't have done that. That just never ends well. I will say this about Evelyn. Grow up. And I'm not saying you're not a grown adult. All I'm saying is, y'all just need to stay the hell out of Jen's business. I say that every time I put out a short on Basketball Wives. I say that. Jen is happy. If he's using her, if he spent up all her money, if he's scamming her, stay out of her business. She's happy. Let her be used, scammed, finesse out of her family trust fund in peace. We all seen Jen has a history of picking the wrong men. The wrong men. And it hasn't changed. So what do y'all think is going to happen now that y'all upset with her? Y'all don't have to sleep with Kristen. Y'all don't have to give Kristen a dime. Let Jen lay in her own, as they say, you made your bed. Let her lay in it. Just be available to her if it goes left as a friend. Don't be, I told you so, he this and that, we'll never be friends. Just be available to her. Because all of y'all done been through some stuff. And Jen was probably there for you at some point. Jen, Evelyn is not your friend and will never be your friend. And going forward, I wouldn't tell her nothing. I'm sure the reunion show is going to be crazy because it's going to be real time what's going on today. So I know it's going to be crazy. I hope Christian not out in the audience with some boxing gloves on. I love to see a good cat fight. Evelyn talk a lot of stuff, but she kind of runs scared from certain people. Because she didn't talk that stuff about Christian's aunt too much while she was there in Vegas. I think she was scared the lady was going to roll up on her for real. Because she said, I pulled up. Where you at? She likes to harass people that she thinks she can get away with, that she think is weaker than her, and won't stand up to her. And she found that out when she was pushing Tammy like that. And Tammy was like, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with this show, and walked off. And Tammy Roman is thriving. And you still here damn near 20 years later doing Basketball Wives. And launching businesses that ain't going nowhere. Maybe you need to stay out of Jen's business and get you some business. Other than quote unquote going through all 5 or 6 major league teams to find a husband. And with that being said, this is Generation X Nation. I wish every last one of y'all a great, wonderful day. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Do y'all think Evelyn need to get her some business and maybe a new man in her life and stay out of Jen's business? Or do you think Evelyn genuinely cares about Jen and want the best for her? Or do you think Jen was really Evelyn's friend? Maybe Evelyn was just faking it for TV the whole time. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. This is Generation X Nation. Like and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.